Hello guys! Okay, so you won't believe what I've received through the mail. I have received my very own invitation to magic school. Which I guess makes sense, you know, I am a moon dragon lady. So, you know, why not? I guess it's my turn to go to school, become the best magician there is. So yes, I'm excited to go, hoping that we'll meet some cool people, make some good friends. Who knows? Hopefully we'll pass our tests. So yes, let's do it. Let's go together into this. Okay, so Moonwin is our first name. Our last name is LazyMoonBean. Yes. LazyMoonBean. Alright. There. Let's see. Do we have... Okay, ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'd say that probably fits. Color. We have a brown. We do have a brown. Perfect. Face. Oh my god, these are some big ol' eyes. Bound to succeed with those eyes. Let's see. I feel like I like this one. My color. We'll go towards a blue. And is that? Yeah. And then skin color. Oof, pasty. Wow. I mean, I guess I'll be very, very pale. Body type. I mean, I feel like the face becomes very, how can I say that? Just pops right out of the face when you're into the other. Huh. This is a very old game, by the way. It's a very old game. Let's say I prefer what the face looks like on here, so we'll keep this body type. Okay. On this, I guess. Which eyes do I prefer? I do like these ones, so that's fine. Magical diary. Yes, yes, yes. Is it just here? Ah, done. It's written really big too. How did I miss that? Okay. So, it all started about 3 years ago on my 13th birthday. Oh, I am very young. Okay. I was playing tag in the back garden with my friends, but when I tried to jump out of the way of the girl who was chasing me, I jumped so high that I flew all the way over the hedge. Typical dragon problems, don't worry about it. First, I couldn't believe it was real. No one else could either. Within a few minutes, they'd all convinced themselves that nothing unusual had happened. Then the next day, a strange old woman showed up at my doorstep to offer me the choice for my future. And now, here I am, 16, and on my way to... Oh, of course I'm 16. And now here I am, 16, on my way to Iris Academy, an actual school for magic. The school lies in a hidden valley in the Green Mountains, about 150 miles from my home in New Hampshire. Ah yes, my home in New Hampshire. Of course, it's right where I come from. It's in the UK, right? Probably? My parents drove me out here, but we've already said our goodbyes. I asked them to drop me off at the outskirts of the school grounds so I could walk the rest of the way on my own. I knew Dad would cry and make fuss over me before letting me go, and I didn't want my new classmates to see me for the first time looking like that. Actually, I'm surprised Dad agreed. He's always been a little overprotective. Maybe he's finally recognizing that I'm not a little kid anymore. Yeah, it's not just a phase. Anyway, it means I have to carry my own suitcases, which contain all that I have to my name for the next 9 months. 9 months. Not many clothes because we'll be wearing school uniforms all the time, but I have some books, pictures of my friends and family, and decorations for my new room. That's all you need. Snacks. Probably a lot of snacks is what I would take. There it is, up ahead. Ooh. The campus looks more like a very posh boarding school than a home for wizards and witches. Pretty buildings, lots of trees, and wide open spaces. Summer is still lingering here, the leaves haven't yet started to turn. I walk a little faster, feeling slightly too warm in this long robe and cape. Flower beds and arches stretch out around me, so many doors and windows, and they all look the same. There are 3 residential halls for girls and 3 for boys. I've been accepted to Horse Hall, which is for adventurous girls, whatever that means. Oh, of course. The other 2 girl halls are the butterflies, who are probably girly girls, and the snakes. I'm not sure who would want to be a snake. I'd much rather be a horse. Unfortunately, I'm not sure exactly where Horse Hall is. I have a letter about freshman orientation. Where did I put it? I look down at my suitcase while I walk, trying to remember which pocket I stuck the letter into, when suddenly... Oh. I bump into someone. Mr. Snape, I assume. Oops, sorry. He's an older man in school robes with no hall symbol on them, which means he's probably a professor. This is not a good first impression. Sorry, sir. Okay. A new student, I see, and what might your name be? That rhymed. He has a lovely voice, dark and rich, with a refined British accent, and he doesn't seem to be too angry with me. I relax a little. A British accent. Okay, how does one do a British accent? Oh, matey. Okay, I'll try to do that. Moonbean, sir. I just got here and I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be. My voice trails off as I notice he's no longer looking at me. Instead, he's paging through the large book he was carrying. Oh, Miss Moonbean, is it? Well, oh, sorry, I gotta keep the deep voice too. Miss Moonbean, is it? Wild Seed, how unsurprising. Wild? More than likely a complete waste of my time. You have no idea how much you have been given, and you will throw it all away. He scribbles something into the book, then slams it shut. 10 demerits, not a promising start. Oh no! Pay more attention to your studies than you do to where you are walking, Miss Moonbean, or you'll find yourself expelled from this academy before the new year. Is my accent good? With a snap of his wrist, he wraps his cape around him and stalks away. I haven't even started school yet, and already one of my teachers hates me. That's just typical, isn't it? All schools have douchebag. Oh, all schools have rude teachers like that, right? After a bit of looking around, I found the way into the girls' dormitories and located my hall. There are 9 doors in the hall, only one of which is labeled bathroom. If each bathroom has at least 2 girls in it... Sorry, if each bedroom has at least 2 girls in it, I hope that's a big bathroom. My own letter informed me I would have 2 roommates, but didn't tell me their names or anything else about them. I haven't seen anyone wearing a horse insignia. All I can do is find my room and wait for them to show up. Okay. Here it is, room 3. I open the door and pick up my suitcases. Ooh. That's a pretty modern room. It's quite nice. Although I would hate to have my head not against a wall, looking into a desk. They should have had the beds over there and these over here. Anyway. Walking inside, I find a fairly ordinary looking bedroom. No skulls or drapey candles or black-lit posters on the walls. No incense or crystals anywhere, unless they just haven't had time to unpack yet. Oh, she's cute. A girl who had been sitting on one of the beds stands up. Hello? Wait. Hello? You're a horse. I didn't mean that the way it sounded. Hi, I'm Moonwind. Are you my roommate? One of them. I'm Ellen. That's Virginia's bed, but she went out to talk to somebody. Nice to meet you. Where are you from? Virginia, Virginia, the States. Virginia, the States. The state, I mean. I'm not sure where Virginia the girl is from. I tilt my head. You don't have much of a southern accent. It's not that far south, and my family wasn't from there. What about you? New Hampshire. Not too far from here. Are all these books yours? Yeah. Switching between the two voices is like really hard. Okay. There aren't any computers here, so I bought my old encyclopedias. And those are textbooks for the classes I would be taking this year at my other school if I hadn't left. You must be a really good student. Not really. I probably won't even open them, but I didn't know what I'd need, and I didn't want to need something and not have it. Those books are everything I could find out about magic, the real kind. Not that I know it's real. Not that I knew it was real? Let me make a little save. Yeah, isn't it great? We're going to be witches, just like in the movies. Oh good, you're wild seed too. What does wild seed mean? Oh, okay. Wild seed is gonna be like, yeah. It means your parents are in magic, so you're like a wildflower. Yeah, okay, so it's like the... what is it in Harry Potter? The mudblood? Is it mudblood? I don't really know much about Harry Potter. Okay. So, what voice do I give this girl? She's very pretty too. It means your parents were in magic, so you're like a wildflower. I'm trying to sound sporty. My voices will probably sound exactly the same. She holds out her hand for me to shake. Me and my family's all magic, so I always knew I'd be a witch. I'm Virginia. She has a pretty strong grip. Moonwind. Pleasure to meet ya. Is there a problem being wild? I met a professor and he was sort of rude about it. Professor? Shaggy black hair, big nose? Yeah, I sort of bumped into him. Oh no, you'll be on Grabby's blacklist. Grabby is a terrible nickname for for a teacher in this context. Oh yeah, that's what I thought too. Ellen. The professor grabs girls? No, that's his name, Professor Grabiner. Oh, that's such an ugly name. No, that's his name, Professor Grabiner. He hates me. He hates everybody, so it doesn't make much difference. Don't worry about it. Nobody cares if you're a born witch or not. Not really. I have like 3 voices. Let me think. Don't worry about it. Nobody cares if you're a born witch or not. Not really. And everybody's scared of Grabby. He's a monster. William warned me about him. Who's William? My bigger brother. He's a senior. Donald's a freshman, like us. They're in Wolf Hall. But enough about boys. What sports do you play? What do you like?
I like softball, but I'm better at volleyball.
Good, strong arms. Me, I prefer soccer. What about you, Moonwind? I guess I'm mostly best at track. I like to run. Is that true? I mean, I guess so. I'd rather it be tracks than volleyball, I presume, I guess. Your legs, her arms, and my fighting spirit. We're the total package. Go horses!
Are there sports teams for wizards here?
Not exactly. There's bounders, but that's not a real sport. But there is a gym, and we can start our own sports team if we have to. Right, Moonwind? I guess. Sorry, I'm rolling you over, aren't I? I'll let you unpack. Come on, Ellen, I'll introduce you to my brothers.
Okay.
And so it begins. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I guess that if I go, I'll probably meet the brothers. But what happens if I stay here and unpack? Nothing? Is it like a time skip? Let's start off by... You know what? I think it would be fun to meet the brothers, right? I want to meet them too. The only wizard I've met so far was that horrible professor. I can unpack later. I hate unpacking too. I made my mom do it. Shall we?
Do you still want me to come?
Why wouldn't I? Come on. Every time I switch voice, I like frown. So my avatar is probably always frowning. Virginia leads us unerringly, whatever that means, through the maze of school hallways to one of the boys' section. Oh. He doesn't have a name. Need a hand, ladies? No, I'm just looking for... Suddenly a water balloon flies out of an open door and smacks into the side of Virginia's head. Donald! Oh, he's cute! He's very cute. Yes, perfect shot! The two boys exchange high fives. Ah, so they're like rude. This is my brother Donald, the complete dork. You're going to be in so much trouble. What are you going to do, urchin? Tell mom on me? She's not here. I don't have to do anything. You'll end up in detention by the end of the week, just by being you. Look at me, I'm all wet. Well, you're a witch now, right? Magic yourself dry. Come on, Luke. Donald returns to his room, followed by the other boy, who bumps into the doorframe briefly on his way out of sight. Arrgh. Hey, is that you? Oh, that must be older brother. Hey V, all moved in? Sounds a bit fancy. Are you what? Thanks to Donald and his new best friend. Oh, poor thing. Here, let me. He holds out his hand, and a gust of hot air blows through the corridor, melting away the droplets of water that clung to Virginia's hair. Aren't you going to introduce us? Oh, we were like, aren't you going to introduce us? You know what I mean? Right, guys, this is William, my good brother. Virginia grabs Ellen's hand and drags her forward. And these are my new roommates, Ellen and Moonwind. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You too.
You keep an eye on V now. She's a little scamp. She'll get you into trouble. Is that your nickname, V? No, that's just what William calls me, which is better than what Donald calls me. I use my whole name. It's not that long. Virginia? Virgie? Oh, Virgie would be weird. You kids should probably run along. Freshman orientation is tomorrow and you'll have a busy week ahead of you. Not to mention initiation. Initiation? You'll find out. I suppose he's right. We should get back to our room. I still have to unpack. Tomorrow we start learning magic.
Yeah.
At 9 a.m. on Monday morning, all the freshmen are gathered in the gymnasium wearing capes and robes just like me, but they're not completely like me. Cat person. One boy has furry ears and a long fluffy tail. Ooh, one girl has glittering wings. And that girl looks like a vampire. Is that what it means to be a born witch? Being something other than human? Virginia looks normal, but she could be hiding something under her robe. No, that's just silly. The muttering and shuffling of students drops off as someone steps up to the podium.
Hello, my little flower buds. Welcome to Iris Academy.
Does one sound old? I start to applaud, but freeze as I realize that no one else is. Then Virginia, beside me, picks up the clapping loudly. Soon the whole room is cheering. Virginia's a good friend. The witch holds up her hands, and the room settles back into silence.
My name is Professor Potstub, and I will be one of your instructors in the ways of magic. For some of you, this is the beginning of an adventure such as you've never imagined. For others, this is only the next step in a journey you have been expecting all of your lives. At Iris Academy, we teach spelling using the pentachromatic system. Red magic is forceful, but not necessarily violent.
Okay, red magic is forceful.
Blue is the color of transformation and change. Green is the color of life and the world of plants and animals.
Okay, red violent, blue transformation, green nature.
White magic affects the mind and spirit, and black magic is contained within physical objects.
What? Okay.
Your palette should contain at least a few dabs of every magical color, but a beautiful painting doesn't need every shade. It's styles that matters. You'll have different strengths, different talents. Here at the Iris Academy, we embrace that diversity and tailor your education to your needs. Choose your schedule to focus your personal talents. Don't try to become a reflection of your classmates. Follow your own star, wherever it may lead you. That is the way in which you are all alike. You each have your own future, and I know you'll make us proud.
Her starry-eyed way of speaking reminds me a little bit of my old school's guidance counselor, but she certainly seems nicer than Professor Grabiner. Professor Grabiner. I wonder which classes she teaches.
You have been divided into halls to help you make friends with classmates who share similar interests. For the girls, we have the adventurous horses, the charming butterflies, and the mysterious snakes.
Each group claps as their name is called, the horses louder than the others, or perhaps that's just because I'm sitting with more of them.
For the boys, we have the daring wolves, the elegant falcons, and the eldritch toads.
Oh my god, you don't want to end up in that. Daring wolves, the elegant falcons, and the eldritch toads. What kind of, what kind of adjective is that? Like eldritch? Oh yeah, you know, I'm a little bit eldritch. I'm not sure what eldritch means, but toads sound even worse than snakes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You say eldritch? I think so, right?
I hope you'll all become good friends, not just in each hall and not just in your year, but throughout the whole academy. But most importantly, I hope you'll get to know and trust your roommates so that by the end of the year, you're able to work as a team for your final exams. And I know you're all looking forward to your exams, yes?
The audience predictably groans.
For testing purposes, your instructors will regularly set you practical challenges in the school dungeon.
The school has dungeons.
Each task has many possible solutions. You will need to make creative use of your spells you have chosen to learn, so think ahead about what might be useful and how. Okay, are you all ready for magic? Open up your diaries and begin penciling in your schedules.
I need to choose which classes to attend this week. There are classes for each kind of magic plus general studying, which sounds boring, and gym class, which I've always liked. I can also schedule free time to relax and unwind. For most of my life, my classes have been planned out for me by my school. It wasn't until last year that I got to make any choices at all. Cantonese, French or Spanish, physics, chemistry or biology. Still, everyone had to leave the same number of classes. Still, everyone had to have the same number of classes, and they all started and ended at the same time. You couldn't get out of it. If I can choose whatever schedule I want here, what would happen if I never went to class at all? Would they really let me get away with that? What should I do this week? Is this going to matter for me? And also, I wonder, is it one of those cases where it would be best to do one of each? Or is it better to become super good at one thing? Because obviously we have the stats here. Smart, strong, cute, weird. Okay, red, blue, green, black. I forget what black and white are. Black and white magic. I didn't really pay attention to that bit. We have money. Stress is one of them. So we probably want like a free period or something. Okay. Should we do... We could get in every type of magic. Okay, I'm gonna save this right here. How about we get in every type of magic during the week, and then we can see what we prefer. Uh-oh, this is one of his classes. What did I make his voice? Oh yeah, deep and British. Get to your seats, hurry up, no chatter. In this class, carelessness might cost you your fingers. He wouldn't really cut off students' fingers, would he? Here, you might learn the seductive art of red magic, the evocation and control of energy. With this power, you might summon a breeze, light a fire, or call a distant object to hand. Okay. So, with this power, you might summon a breeze, light a fire, or call a distant object to hand. Okay. I don't know what any of these things have in common. I say that is seductive not because of the power itself, but because simple minds prefer simple solutions. Blast your enemies with lightning, tear buildings apart with earthquakes, let the world around you burn. Fall victim to such vulgar fantasies, and you... Wait, I'm losing it. And you leave yourself vulnerable to those capable of creative thought. There are many approaches that direct voices cannot defend against. This is probably the worst British accent ever. I'm gonna have to have my husband watch this and comment on my British accent as a British man. He snaps his fingers in the air. Oh, I'm starting to be British all the time. His fingers. Okay. Get back into character. Get back into character. One inattentive moment and you lose control of the forces you have summoned. After that, you will only be remembered as an unpleasant stain on the walls. He rubs his hands together and gives a nasty smile. Now for your lessons. Success! Gain 2 red magic skills and 2 stress. Okay. Blue magic. Oh my god. I hate voicing this guy. Uh-oh, this is one of his classes. Mill about all you like. It's your own time you're wasting. I have no objections to failing the lot of you at the next exam. A flurry of robes as students scramble. A flurry of robes as students scramble for seats. A flurry of robes. Here you will be learning the subtle art of blue magic. At least some of you will. I thoroughly expect this subject to go over some of your heads. Blue is the color of change, that is, altering what is already there, not creating, not destroying. My god, I'm having to move my mouth so wide open. Okay, so red is kind of like creation and also things that have a physical impact on what is already there. Blue is altering what is already there, not creating. It is commonly used in conjunction with other magical styles in order to perform alchemic transmutations and other alterations of essence. Blue magic can also be used to change the effects of existing spells, to cast or dispel illusions, or to change locations without movement through intervening space. My throat is hurting from talking, from you doing his voice. Okay, so blue magic can also be used to change the effects of an existing spell, to cast or dispel illusions, or to change locations without movement through intervening space. Okay, so teleportation, right? For a skilled blue magician, reality is fluid. All things can be changed, yet few minds are capable of grasping the true range of possibilities. Okay. We'll see what you're worth. I gained 1 blue magic skill. Oh. I didn't learn as hard in the blue magic class. Oh my god, finally a voice that's easier on my vocal cords. When I arrive at the classroom, I find Professor Potsdam standing by the chalkboard.
Hello, little seedlings. Please take your seats. Today you're going to learn about green magic, the magic of life. This is a very important skill for any witch or wizard to have, especially when you get to be a certain age. Your body is a garden to be cared for. With proper tending, it could last you for centuries. Slowly, carefully, you must encourage your subjects to grow in the direction you prefer. Be patient, and the rose vines will lose their thorns and twine around you. One of the students makes a scoffing noise. If it can heal, it can kill. What happens if you force something to grow the wrong way quickly? Why would you want to do that?
Because you don't like the life in front of you.
So edgy and cool. Well, that's your plan. I can look forward to working with you for a very long time. Life has its own flow. You can change it, but the harder you push, the more energy you'll need. To cause a great change in an instant takes immense power.
Okay, is that a warning that if we want to do anything meaningful with the green magic, we probably need to like focus on green magic?
So you'd better get started.
Ooh, gain 3 green magic. Okay, what is black magic? I arrive in the classroom feeling slightly apprehensive. Black magic, will there be zombies?
Good morning. Has everyone got a smock or an apron?
What the hell is a smock?
This game is very British, I fear. Has everyone got a smock or an apron? There are plenty at the back.
Aprons? What are we going to do with those?
For those of you who are new to our magical traditions, I shall reassure you that black magic has nothing to do with death or evil.
Or evil.
There's no such thing as evil magic, there's only magic. The bad and the good comes from how you chose to use it. Black is the color of weight, solidity, and permanence. Black magic is the magic of enchantment in physical form. All wands and things like that are created with black magic.
Okay. So it's creation magic.
This does mean that cursed items are enchanted with black magic as well. That might be how people get the wrong idea.
A pale girl with dark hair raises her hand.
Yes, Raven.
Since you're enchanting matter and bone are matter, you could use black magic to animate a skeleton, right?
That's an interesting question. You could certainly enchant a skeleton to hold a spell, or react in some way. You could set a skull to chatter its jaw when anyone came near, like an alarm. But to make something that could walk around and act on its own, you need to bind a spirit to it, and that calls for another kind of magic. We will get to combined techniques later in the year. Now, one of the easiest ways to infuse magic into a physical substance is to mix things together in liquids, potions, and that's what we'll be starting with.
I feel like I'm losing her voice.
Always remember to wear a smock or an apron. Potion stains can ruin your uniform.
Whew, okay. When I arrive at the classroom, I find Professor Potsdam standing by the chalkboard.
Good morning, Starshines.
Was it? Good morning, Starshine.
The world says hello.
Is that what it is?
You'll need to sit down before we can start, but take your time, relax, get comfortable. That's very important when working with this particular style of magic.
Taking her at her word, I yawned and stretched before I settled into my seat. Big stretch. Crack my back. Okay, I'm ready for this.
To some people, white is the absence of color, a blank canvas. In the non-magical world, white is a complete spectrum, all colors combined into one. In some ways, you could think of white magic as either of these things. White magic is the tool you use to access the spiritual realm. Ghosts, dreams, creatures from other planes, the thoughts of those around you. With white magic, you can experience and communicate with things that are normally hidden.
Ghosts, dreams, creatures from other planes. Communicate with things that are normally hidden.
There is one thing I need to warn you about. Some people have tried to use white magic to control minds and spirits instead of asking for their aid. Don't do it. You will regret it. Now, shall we go on with the lesson?
What sort of warning is that? Does she mean that it won't work, or that it will be expelled or arrested, or our brains will melt, or what? Maybe she'll tell us more later. Okay. After dinner, I'm walking back to my room when I notice the door is already open. I peek through the gap to see who's inside. It's Ellen. She's folding up some clothes, probably putting her laundry away. Wait a minute, that's Virginia's dresser she's opening. Why is Ellen rummaging around in our roommate's stuff? I haven't made a sound. She doesn't know I'm here yet. Ah. Okay. I decide to believe. I feel like Ellen's a good person. So I feel like if you're in this situation, if you go find Virginia and tell her right away without even knowing what's the context, it's kind of like you're trying to start drama. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to cause a fight between them. Like, I saw Ellen digging through your stuff. Nah, nah, nah. You know? I feel like you should at least walk in and be like, hey, so what's up? What are you up to? You know? So ask her what she's doing. If you want to know something, why not just ask? What are you doing?
Eek! Sorry, I didn't see you there. Just tidying up a little.
Yes, but isn't that Virginia's stuff?
Yes,
Why are you tidying up her things?
because she doesn't do it herself.
She's making you be her maid?
No,
At this point, Virginia returns to our shared room.
hey, you guys, what's up?
Why are you making poor Ellen into your slave? Huh?
She's not.
Just what is going on here? I shake my head. I think I'm obviously confused about something.
She saw me putting away some of your clothes.
Oh, it was you that's been doing that.
I'm sorry, I just hate messy rooms.
No, it's my fault. It's not very good at... no, it's my fault. I'm not very good at picking up after myself. Mom always does it for me at home. Still, I didn't think it was too bad yet. We've only been here a week.
I hate having to...
Blah, blah, blah. The switching is hard. The fast switching.
I hate having things to be out of place. It makes me feel nervous.
I don't know if I can make things perfect all the time. We all have to live together for a year without driving each other crazy. How can we work this out? Everyone maintains their own space. Ellen should teach Virginia. Virginia should pay Ellen. Whoa. Okay. Everyone maintains their own space. I feel like everyone maintains their own space is kind of fair. Like, but then what if she doesn't maintain it and then... Nah. Ellen should teach Virginia. But that's gonna displease Virginia, right? Because... Okay, I see what it is. So everyone maintains their own space is gonna be good for Virginia, but bad for Ellen. Ellen should teach Virginia. It's gonna be good for Ellen and bad for Virginia. And Virginia should pay Ellen. Might be kind of the middle ground. Because then it's like Ellen can continue to be the way she... I mean, Virginia can continue to be the way she is. And so can Ellen. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a fair deal, you know? Like, if you're okay with her putting your stuff away, then pay her. But she might be like, I'm not made of money. I'm not made of money. Do you like cleaning? No. I was asking Ellen.
I don't mind doing it.
That's not what I asked. Do you enjoy it? Is it fun for you?
Not really. It's just better than staying in a messy room.
Okay, so how about this? We get a weekly spending allowance here, right? Why don't you pay Ellen a share to do your cleaning for you?
Pay me.
Well, she shouldn't expect you to work for free. What if I want to keep my money? Then you could learn to clean for yourself, or find some other way to pay her. If you hate cleaning and you're used to having someone else pick up after you, it might make sense to keep things that way. Ellen's better at cleaning, so she can do it, but if she's helping you, she should get something in exchange. Then everybody's happy, right?
Well, if it's okay with you.
I guess. I'm not sure it's a perfect compromise, but it's hard to reach a perfect agreement between 3 different people. Honestly, it's not my problem. Apparently, I can clean after myself, so this is really not my problem. This is a you guys situation. I'm awakened early on Saturday morning by a tap at the door, followed by a faint hissing sound. What's going on? I stumbled out of bed to find that 3 envelopes have been pushed under the door to our room, each marked with one of our names. Hey, money's here! Each envelope contains $5, the weekly spending allowance for Eris Academy students.
If it's our money, why can't they just give it to us all at once?
I guess they don't trust us not to spend it all at once and then run out and complain.
Well, that might teach people to plan ahead.
This way still teaches people to plan ahead. If you want to buy anything really cool, you've got to save up. But you're missing the important part. It's Saturday, and that means a trip to the mall. I didn't think you were a shopaholic. I'm not, but it's great to get out and look at something other than school for a while, isn't it? Also, they have ice cream and penny candy. Penny candy? What the hell is penny candy? And really big cinnamon cookies and...
We get the idea.
Since I've been there before, I can show you guys around.
What about studying?
You have plenty of time for that during the week, right, Moonwin? Okay. Listen. Stay at school. I think go to the mall is gonna lower our stress level, which is good. Stay at school. If it allows me to study, like, I would do it. But I'm not sure that it'll allow me to study. Okay. I'm gonna stay at school. But if it doesn't allow me to actually study anything, I'm gonna be annoyed. Like, it can't be wasted time. Sorry, I don't want to go out today. You're used to all this, but it's new to me. I'm still picking up the basics.
How
did I do that voice?
If we prepare ourselves now, it should make the rest of the semester much easier.
Well, whatever. Next time, I guess.
Sure.
Studying, success, gain 1 smart and 2 stress. Yay! It was more of a waste than anything. On Saturday morning, I sleep in. There aren't any school activities today that I know of, and I haven't made plans with anyone, so there's nothing else to do. Which just makes me realize I miss my family. I'm not used to being completely out of contact like this. There aren't even any phones in the dorms, so I can't call home. Dad promised he and Mom would write, but I haven't received anything. Maybe they were too busy on the first day, or the mail was slow. I'm sure I'll hear from them soon. No phones, no computers, no television. It doesn't matter much during the week when I'm busy with classes, but on a day like today, it leaves me feeling restless. I think I'll go outside. Ooh. It's a beautiful campus. I'm careful to stop when I want to admire something, rather than keep walking and risk another collision. But while the flowers and paved walkways are nice, what I'm really looking for is something a little more open. I follow the paths away from the main building towards grassy fields. We could play games out here if we borrowed some balls from the gym. I wonder if Virginia was serious about starting a sports team. Hey, I think I see her up ahead. She's talking to someone I don't know. I hurry to catch up. Mostly girls again this year, isn't it? Yeah, both my roommates are. I pause in mid-step. What is she talking about? Me and Ellen? That could be a problem eventually. Ellen and I both had wild magic. Is that the problem? Well, maybe more of us should drop out. The other way would be more fun. Maybe for you it would. The winged girl laughs. What on earth are they talking about? This is silly. Spies never hear anything nice. I have no idea what they're discussing and I shouldn't try to figure it out. I'll only come up with crazy stuff. I'm just going to walk away. I guess they just want more boys, right? That's my assumption. They wish they had more boys to hit on. At the end of the week, I get the chance to organize my thoughts and my belongings, as well as review the spells I've learned so far. Okay. Inventory? Ah, beautifully empty. Diary. Yep, that's what I did. Homesick. Yep. Oh, housework on Friday, yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop here for this part. Thank you so much for watching. It was very fun. I can't wait to upload more. In the next part, we will be going through a magical initiation ritual, which is just very long words for bullying, really. But we will also get to meet and talk to some boys, finally. So, yeah, tune in for the next part. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye!